Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I have one of my favorite boxes, and now I know that it is one of your favorites as well because they got several honorable mentions in our Nobody Awards for this year, including for Best Niche or Themed Box, as well as for Not So Strictly Lifestyle. So those two honorable mentions gave them the coveted Nobot nod, which means that it is just a box that we know and love here on the channel, and I am so honored to be able to share it with you. It is, of course, Birdmoss. So this is like a magical, mystical journey every month where we get all kinds of beautiful items. I would categorize it as a lifestyle box, but it's more than that. It's really about this ongoing story. There's usually a DIY project or item inside. There's all kinds of little trinkets and treasures, as well as poetry and, again, that ongoing narrative. So if you haven't seen it before on my channel, you might want to watch a couple unboxings to see if it's for you. It's one of those boxes that is not for everyone, but for those of us who do love it, it is like one of our favorites. So this box is $45 per month, but I do have a code for you. It is Noel, just my name, and that'll save you $10 on your first box. And I was just so honored and so excited because Shannon was kind enough to give the Nobots in our private Facebook group a little acknowledgement, a little treat. I thought was really, really sweet in thanks for receiving all of those Nobody Awards. So let's go ahead though and get into this box. This is actually the November box. She does ship towards the end of the month, and then of course with the holidays and slower shipping, it just has taken me a little bit of time to get to it, but I did want to get to it because I love this box. And if there's someone in your life who's kind of artistic, who just loves words, who loves stories, they might really enjoy this subscription box, and I could see it being a fantastic gift. So opening it up, we have their little poem that's on the inside, and then a nice seal there, and then inside there'll be a card that will tell us about the theme for the month. Again, it's kind of an ongoing story, although you can pick up that story at any point. And then there will be a parchment paper that will have all of our items, as well as fun, almost handwritten annotations. So it says, "Gather pen, paper, matches. This is the start of it all, when finally dusk begins to fall and muffle the day's noises and needs. It starts with a tug, a beckoning scent, a rustle, the faint rattle of seeds. You didn't know that you were missing from a story pouring forward in another place. You break the seal and feel the skating brush of a wing." I just love that as the introduction. You didn't know that you were missing from this story, and now you're a part of it when you become a Birdmoss subscriber. And I will say, I think she does a great job of with her weekly emails to subscribers. They kind of continue the story. She does have all kinds of fun bonuses as well as deals, and some of the marketing that I've seen has just been really otherworldly, if I could say that. So let me go ahead and open this up. So inside of our navy blue tissue, and there we go. So this is, again, the November box, and it is the Firetender. It says quicken. And so we have, I think she's a wolf there, so I love that image. And then on the back, we will get our introduction to this box. So let me read that to you. The Firetender, oh, she's a fox. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Firetender. She is a fox. The Firetender is the oldest and wisest of the foxes. She teaches the young ones how to read meaning in sparks, flame, and smoke, and how to make meaning with the ashes left behind. The foxes practice a type of herbal alchemy. The Firetender sets bundles of herbs and twigs alight, then uses them to draw glyphs in the air. I love that, sort of drawing glyphs in the air with the smoke. Fire kills and fire quickens. The most sacred fire is fed with fallen cedar wood, which signifies both continuity and transition, passing from one phase to another, moving from one plane to another. The Firetender burns it at moments of difficult change, as the scent of cedar smoke evokes nostalgia and can bring comfort to those who mourn. Memories quicken the embers and ashes. Wow, I have a very complicated relationship with fire these days. That is my sign. I'm a fire sign. But as some of you know, I am actually from the island of Maui, but we do have to remember that fire is used for so many rituals and the process of renewal and rebirth. And so while it can be incredibly destructive, it can also be incredibly cleansing and help us to find hope. And I love that sort of idea of it being something that we're recognizing, acknowledging in this time of transition, because yes, it is the holiday season, but it is also as we move from one year and one season into another. So I like that. All right, so let's actually have a secret password. Now, if you're new to my channel, and I'm not sure how long we'll be doing this, but we've done it for the last 2 years, we have secret password mystery box giveaways every month. So when you come across a secret password in one of my videos, you want to enter it along with your contact information in the Google form that is linked for you in the description box below. Sometimes it's in the pinned first comment. Sometimes I forget to do that, but it's in there. Make sure you don't put the secret passwords into the comments, because then I will have to delete those. And then about 5 days into the following month, so there'll be like maybe 10 to 12 different secret passwords in different videos from December 1st through the end of the year. And then about 5 days into January, usually it's on the 6th day, I give you a little extra time. And then I will use a random number picker to select a few winners to receive a mystery box. And that is my way of saying thank you so much, sharing some of the wealth of these amazing boxes that are sent to me. But you do have to be a subscriber of my channel. You do have to be 18 years or older, and you do have to have a Canadian or US mailing address. You don't have to be publicly subscribed. We can just kind of do that via email, but it is helpful if you are in the Nobot Nook, because that's where sometimes I do post a notification just saying to check your email, check your junk folders, etc. But today's secret password is going to be Cedar. So CEDAR is Cedar, and that is going to be our secret password for today. But let's get a little bit deeper into our Firetender. I bet you thought it was going to be Firetender or fire into our box. So here is that parchment paper that I was talking about. It says to make meaning with ashes. I'm kind of loving this theme for sure. So each of these little paragraphs will tell us about one of the items inside, but as you can see, she has also printed these almost these handwritten notes, which just makes it feel so special. It's like you're getting a treasure map every time you receive this box. So I'll do my best to tell you about the annotations. Like this little plus here just has all of the elements, so fire, earth, water, and air. We have something about the tree of life and the tree of death. We have a little image of a fox right here, a Firetender, and then some feet, some tracks right there. So let me just keep this in front of me and we will discover our goodies together. So inside, this is what it looks like. We just have a little bit of shred, so usually kind of smaller items. This is so nice. It looks like she has stamped this little box, and it looks like a tree. That's a great stamp also. So let's see what this is, and we'll figure it out together, right? All right, let's see. Ooh, I think these might be fire starters. So there's like little bricks. You guys can kind of see inside. There are several of them. That's what I'm guessing. It says earth and clay. Let's see. These are cedarwood incense, fallen cedarwood incense, and that's what it looks like. It says the Firetender offers you a packet of incense bricks created from naturally fallen cedar. She tells you, dreamer, you have been releasing, but now it's time to accept. Summon and accept the new things which come next. To light the incense, hold one end of a brick in flame until it burns by itself, then place it unlit side down on your slate or other fireproof surface. Never leave burning incense unattended. So that is absolutely true. So I love that. So that's so cool. And we got quite a few of those bricks. Let me see if I can actually smell it. I love that. They look like these little pellets, but they're cedarwood incense. That's going to be so nice. I love the smell of cedar. That's perfect. Such a cool item to receive. Let me see if I can just get some of this shred out of the way. All right. There's something in what looks like a film canister. So let me just get some of the shred dust off. It's dating myself that I even recognize what a film canister would look like, right? So let's see if I can pop this off. Oh, I think we got some clay. We got some earth and clay. So you can see it's kind of got the same color, that rust color of those cedarwood bricks. But let's see, this is earth and clay. After your incense burns down to ash, mix a portion of it with clay. Create a figure to draw and accept opportunities, an animal guide or a small money bowl, and allow it to air dry. So they put it in the plastic container because it does have some wetness to it, but it seems like it's going to be one of those pieces of clay that will just naturally, you don't have to put it in a kiln for it to dry. So I love that idea for, you know, a little money bowl for prosperity in the new year, or if you're really creative, you could make a little fox. I think that's so cool. That's so cool. All right, so these are like the last I've done. This was like the fourth and fifth item, so I need to go back a little bit and see what we've got. So let's see. Oh, this is so cool. All right, so we did get a slate trivet. It looks like a coaster. It's got the 4 little feet, and this is the slate that she was kind of talking about, where you can put your incense on there, and you could actually do it upright like this. But what a cool item. You could use it for all kinds of things, to put a candle on, to put, actually use as a coaster. I might use it, honestly, to put my Advent candle on. I always want to say calendar. I do have an Advent candle. So it says, an expert herbalist, the Firetender also knows how to use stones and minerals to support her practice. She tells you that slate is balancing, but also stimulates visions, and that is underlined. Use it when summoning images in your mind's eye. Fire tells the future and explains the present. Interesting. That was one of the annotations up along the side. All right, so we've got that. I don't know what this is. This is like, so we do have a symbol here, which is, it tells us on the sheet that this means quicken, right? And that was the verb that went along with the Firetender. And then we have this little like cutting tool, and this, I don't know what this is. What is this? I think it's a fire steel. This is so cool. It says the Firetender beckons you over and you watch her at work. As she completes an herbal bundle, she rummages through her supplies to present you with a quickening tool, a ferrocerium rod, which I think has the root word for iron, right? Ferrocerium rod, and a multi-purpose steel striker that can create a shower of sparks. Well, I would do it on camera, but I'm a little bit afraid. But how cool. She's marked its handle with a glyph, which again, this means quicken. That's cool. Use it with care, because even a small spark can be dangerous. So it's even got, this is interesting, so it's even got like a ruler, like ruler markings on one side. And I don't know if you go like this or if you go like this. I'm guessing maybe you go like this because this little circle has teeth. But wow, that is really cool. So you keep these two together. I'm not sure if you do it this way, because you could definitely fit that into that hole right there, but it would be a tight fit. I'm guessing you do it this way, and then this is just like a cutting tool. This is really cool for those of you who are into your camping, just to be able to start a fire with this. I'll have to play with this outside. Definitely an outside thing, but that's a useful thing, and definitely something I've never gotten in a subscription box before. All right, we have an envelope. I think I know what this is, because you can buy these individually on the website. So if you missed out on this box, and she does often sell out, then you would definitely maybe want to get these. So let me open it up with my handy dandy letter opener. Yes, indeed. It says, I like that they came in this nice little envelope too. The Foxes create botanical journals to hand down their alchemical knowledge. Oh. Their library is their collective legacy. God, I love the like sonic pleasure of this box and all of the words. As a recovering poet, I love all the words that she uses. Shannon does such a great job. Use these book plates to add your name to your own books, strengthening your connection to the wisdom that they hold. There's something nice about having a library. I know a lot of us has moved to digital. I myself listen to a lot of audiobooks these days, just so I can still enjoy some literature, but also like get some other stuff done. But it is really nice to have beautiful book plates. Wow, we got a lot of them. Let me just give it a quick count. Ooh, almost dropped it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 book plates. Look how great these are. And they're sticker book plates, but they're with this beautiful fox image. I love that. And then it has that little banner down there at the bottom where you can write your name. It does have a little slickness to it, so you'd probably want to write it in a nice Sharpie and make sure that ink dries so that everything looks perfect. I personally, just because I like to make things, if I'm going to put something and alter my physical books, I would probably write my name on it first and then make sure it came out okay and then it was totally dry and then put it into the book instead of the other way around. But this is lovely. I think these are very beautiful. Okay, so we still have, I believe, one more item. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know what this is. There's like, what is this? This is, oh, I think this is a soapstone pencil. Interesting. I think you can write on the slate with that. So it says, an expert herbalist. Oh no, the foxes use soapstone to jot down ideas and make calculations. In practical terms, it is dustless and easy to wipe up, but carries other properties. It supports release from old routines and openness to new possibilities. Draw a glyph of your own upon your slate. Oh, how everything works together. And then we got this last bit, which is a whole plastic baggie of things, which I'm curious about. Let's see. What could this be? This is what, like I said, there's always all kinds of fun like rituals and things to do. So we do have like a plastic bag. We have some dust, some magic fairy dust. I don't know. We have a couple of rubber bands. Do you guys know what this is yet? We have some other packets of something, like it looks like a red clay. It looks like there's 2 packets in there. And then we have a piece of cloth, and it's a very like silky cloth. The only other thing that's left here, it says flame colored leaves. So we'll have to take a look. To dye a length of silk. What? It says the Firetender whispers over a bright leaf and tucks it into her thick fur. The leaf will crumble and blow away soon, but there is a way to create a longer lasting spell. Dye this length of silk orange for creativity and fire, so that's the color of the dye that they included, or purple for intuition and growth. So we must have gotten orange and purple in there. Wear it or use it as a table runner. Wow, so your kit includes, let's see, 8 by 54 inch silk scarf with a hand-rolled hem. That is lovely. You can see it's thin and light and silky. And then 2 packets of dye, the orange marked with an orange dot. I can see the orange dot, or purple. A packet of citric acid, and that is what helps to make the dye set so that it just doesn't come out when you wash it. A quart-sized microwave bag. I love that she included even stuff like this, knowing that you might not necessarily have a Ziploc bag at home. 2 rubber bands and instructions. So it says the dye powder can irritate skin and should never be ingested, so that you should wear gloves and a mask. But basically, you soak the scarf with water, and then you can kind of do like tie-dye version where you crumple it and make pleats, or you can use, you know, the rubber bands probably. So you can use a hero color or just one color, and then it says put it into the zipper bag, sprinkle it with the dye powder. Using an entire packet will achieve a very saturated color, obviously. So you make it wet, then you put the dye powder in, add the citric acid, and then it says pour in a small amount of water, just enough to dissolve the ingredients. Close the bag, leaving it about 2 inches open to vent, and then you microwave the scarf in the bag for about 30 seconds. So, you know, because you want to heat it to, again, help set the dye. Wow, that's interesting. Allow it to rest for a moment, and then you get it to like a simmering temperature. So you microwave it a couple of times. This is so interesting. And then after the bag reaches a simmer, you stop microwaving, allow it to rest and cool. Rinse the scarf under cool water, remove any rubber bands, hand wash with a little soap or detergent, and then rinse until the water runs clear, and then allow your scarf to air dry. This is so cool. So it's a craft that you can do in this box. I love this. This is so amazing. And I'm sure that over in the Facebook group that she has, people are probably showing off their scarves now that they have created. I love the idea of purple and orange together though. That sounds really, really awesome. I mean, I need both of those things though, creativity and intuition and growth. Oh, man. And then usually there's also a little bit of a spoiler, a little bit of a treat for the upcoming box in the form of a charm. So in December, meet the deer, and we got a gold charm with this little deer on the card. Isn't that cool that she includes something like that? So now I have a cute little bowl that I try to keep all of my Birdmoss charms in, because it's such a fun thing to collect, and a smart thing on the part of a box owner, right? Because then you want to collect all the charms for the year. It's like a little inspiration to go ahead and do a longer subscription. But that is so beautiful. So we got the fire steel, which you can actually make fire. We got the beautiful book plates, 10 of them. We got the slate trivet. the soapstone pencil, so you can write something on there. I think that's really, really cool. The fallen cedar wood incense, quite a few of these little bricks. Our earthen clays, so that you can create something. It's so neat. And then finally, the flame-colored leaves, which are this gorgeous silk scarf that you get to dye yourself. This was a fantastic box with 7 items, and like all of them feel like pretty substantial to me this time around. You guys let me know in the comments below what you thought about the Firetender box from Birdmoss. This is probably one of my favorites this year, at least in recent memory, because I find all of the items actually usable and not just like sort of fun and cute, right? But I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please help me out with a thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing. And if you missed it, there was a secret password in this video.